how to remove the fuel tank on your 86 through 89 Honda TRX 350D series, known as Honda Foreman and Honda 4Trax. As you can see, we have already removed our fuel tank. I don't have it here to demonstrate to you as it's being cleaned, but very simply put, your fuel tank has a metal sleeve on it. It sits right in here. It has two mounting brackets on the top, 4 bolts, and underneath it sits this plate, which slides into the frame and has 2 bolts that connect up to the back to support the fuel tank. Once you've undone these 2 brackets and removed that plate, your box is going to fall down in here. This was a learning process for me, so I undid the back of the plastics as well as took out the rear rack. You may not have to do that. However, it still made it easier access to get to where we need to go. The good news is we can dispel the notion that you have to remove the rear differential. It's not the case. We move over here and we're going to take out the top bolts of our rear shocks. You're going to do this on both sides. It's a 17 millimeter. You're going to undo that on the right and left side, and your shocks should look like this. They're just sitting here resting. Once our fuel box is loose and resting in this area and our shocks are undone, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull our fuel tank between the hitch and the frame. The way that we do this is to jack the bike up. If you have a tractor, you can put a chain on here, lift the back end up. If you're going to use a jack it up in the middle. Next, you're going to use a pry bar. You're going to leverage on the frame and this axle. You're going to push down in such a way to move the swing arm of the bike down. This will create enough space between the trailer hitch and the frame for you to pull the fuel tank out. And that is how you remove the fuel tank on the 86 through 89 Honda TRX 350D series.